TsubakiSwagg, and I'm coming to you with my review of Naruto episode 347, The Creeping Shadows. Okay, so this episode was pretty awesome, and as well as the last one, I feel like it was very important to the story because it kind of explains Nagato and Yahiko and Conan's backstory, who were the creators of the Akatsuki, as you already know. Then one day they were scouting and they got attacked. And while they were being attacked, Yahiko thought that he stabbed somebody. And this put his guard down, so Conan tried to protect him, and both of them were cornered, and Nagato he lost it. And he did exactly what Madara and Obito said he was going to do, which was he was going to make his Rinnegan strong enough to summon the ghetto statue, which it happened, and he went in on those shinobis. It was ridiculous, and he just pretty much took everybody out. And then Yahiko noticed this, and he pretty much like bum rushed him and made him stop, and Nagato passed out. So Nagato's Rinnegan now is strong enough to summon the ghetto statue like they wanted him to. Well, not Yahiko and Conan, but Obito and Madara. And in this, he pretty much was having flashbacks of when he was little, when Nagato was little, and he saw his parents get killed right in front of his face, and he used the Rinnegan then too, as well as when he used the Rinnegan after him and Conan were together and Shinobi tried to take their food and their valuables. And Nagato said that he was afraid of his power, which was understandable, and I really don't blame him for being scared of that, because I would be scared of that too. That was just ridiculous. So all in all, this episode was more talking about like how the Akatsuki was formed and how Obito kind of put his ideals on the Akatsuki indirectly. Because after Yahiko killed that man, he thought about and then after he killed that man and he started talking to others, he thought about what Madara said about him being too idealistic and nothing is really like that in the real world, which is where his ideas started to manipulate. And then after that, of course, they show, like, later on in the episode, they show them after, it looks like they appear to have gotten a little bit older, and Yahiko pretty much says that Nagato is going to be that bridge of peace, that Yahiko really has nothing to do with it. Nagato is going to be the one to bring peace to the world, and Conan and everybody else pretty much agrees that Yahiko is the reason that they are who they are. His will has become the bridge that they can go across to make the world a better place. And then it turned out that the shinobis who attacked them previously was Danzo and the other leaf like Anbu that were undercover, and he used this as a way to make Lord Hanzo think that the Akatsuki weren't actually going to be used for peace. But also in this episode, they kind of show not necessarily a softer side of Kakashi, but of course this is after Kakashi had killed Rin, and Obito, he still doesn't know that Obito is alive, and Kakashi goes to Jiraiya, whom were Yahiko, Nagato, and Conan's sensei, because he trained them in ninjutsu when he found them after they had been orphaned from the war. So he went to Jiraiya and asked him about them and pretty much about their backstory, and was telling them that he had heard about them forming the Akatsuki and all that good stuff. And Jiraiya told Kakashi about how he was training them and just little things about them, and that he noticed that Nagato was going to be able to do great things, but only if he was only if he was strong enough and had enough willpower to control his power, because he has such an immense amount of power with that Rinnegan, he just doesn't realize yet. So, in that. But that was pretty much the end of the episode. So, make sure you check out my last video on 346, and as always, please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.